I really don't know what to tell you anymore because Michigan is now 1-3. They won 5 in their last 6 games going back to Ohio State last year. They haven't lost their last 21 games without Shea Patterson at quarterback. Michigan is 10-11. Okay, you go back to the last 4 games of 2016 when they lost 3 or 4. And I try to be the voice of reason when it came to Joe Milton. I put out a video, go check back, mid-September. I said, lay off Joe Milton, quit the Joe Milton hype. Let's not do this to ourselves. But everybody wanted to get in the Joe Milton hype train, and I'll admit, I was pulled in after that first game. But this thing has gone off the rails. Start the show, use the comment section, go down there, let me know how you're feeling about this game, the coaches, Jim Harbaugh, Don Brown, Josh Gattis. But I want to also hear what you think about the players, because I'm going to talk about 3 key plays here that for me have symbolized what this program has become under Jim Harbaugh now in year 6. And look, I'm doing this video raw and unedited, no graphics packages, no video, all this other stuff. It's just me. I didn't even go in the studio because you guys know as well as I do, you don't want to see all the stats and all this different stuff. I'm going to give it to you real. Go down in the comment section. Just get in, let me know what you're feeling about this team, because I'm sure it's about the same I am. If you're a fan of another school, take pity on Michigan fans or talk some crap. I guess I don't really care. But there's 3 plays. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second. Michigan's down 21-0, and both of them happened, I believe, when they were down 21-0. The first one, actually, I take it back. One was 28-0. So the first one is Michigan's down 21-0, and Wisconsin has the ball at about the 10-yard line. This is in the second quarter, okay? And it seemed as if the Michigan defense just let the Wisconsin player walk in the end zone. Almost imagine this scenario. Penn State's playing Indiana a few weeks ago, and Indiana decides, hey, we're going to just let the guy walk into the end zone from 20 yards out. We're not even going to try and tackle him. By the time the Penn State player realized it, he was at the goal line. He was like, oh, crap, and he kind of fell in, all right? Slip of the mind, kind of bad coaching by James Franklin by not knowing that, or at least telling him it over and over to just go down. But that's what it seemed like Michigan's defense was doing. Okay, cool. Next up is kind of a 1.5 plays. 3rd and goal from, the 6 or 7 yard line. Michigan had the ball down 28-0, and they throw a swing pass to Chris Evans. And Chris Evans has to make a phenomenal catch. And I don't know where they were, but he caught the ball through the 6. It was goal to go. He had to make a phenomenal cutback, I should say, and really juke 2 guys out and get upfield to about the 1 yard line. So Michigan then, after running a play that a guy had 2 defenders on him at the 6 yard line, and he had to make a great play to get to the 1, then they decide to line up with Ben Mason and Joe Milton in the backfield. Down 28. You've got to score here if you even want to consider, and there's still plenty of time, right? Consider a win. But we all knew it was going to happen. But this is the team we're talking about. This isn't fans. This is the team who did this. And so they go on Ben Mason in the backfield, Joe Milton. They have them in shotgun next to each other. So they're choosing, they have to go 3 feet to score a touchdown. 4th and goal from the 1. Down 20-0. Instead, they said, hey, let's put this 6'5", 250-pound quarterback in the backfield with a guy, Ben Mason, who was a defensive lineman last year. And, of course, Wisconsin calls timeout. They come back in after the timeout, and what do you know? Michigan runs the exact same thing. So instead of lining up, needing to go 3 feet with no head start, they say, we'd rather have a 15-foot head start to go those same 3 feet. Hey, but out of that team, they can run at us in that same 15 yards. And it was stopped. And to me, one of those is on coaching and effort. That first one, defensively, it's coaching and it's effort. The second one, I got to blame it on coaching in some regards. Like, I don't know what the players could have done differently in there. It was just so poorly thought out that you wouldn't just trust Joe Milton to be able to push forward 3 feet. But you expect the same offensive lineman to be able to hold blocks and push forward to get him 18 feet. He was at the 6 yard line when he caught that 4th down play. So it is mind-boggling to me that went down. And the third play is in the second half. A Wisconsin guy went outside on the 10 yard line, 8 yard line. He literally fell down, put his hand down, kept his balance, went up. There was 5 Michigan defenders around him. No one even touched him. It didn't even seem like anyone was trying. And that was after Michigan scored when they were looking a little bit better. And it just showed that they had given up. Now look, Cade McNamara came in and looked okay for that one drive where Michigan scored a touchdown. But after that, it was a little bit, here and there. 4 of 7 for 74 for him. But Joe Milton, we all know what Joe Milton is as a quarterback at this point. 9 for 19, 98 yards, interception on his first 2 passes. That one to the Eubanks was not his fault, but maybe he just threw it too dang hard. The second one was probably the worst throw I've ever seen a Michigan football player make in my life. He threw the ball not even within 12 yards of any Michigan player that I saw. Maybe within 12, I'm exaggerating, but he threw it right to the chest of a Wisconsin player. And I don't know what the hell is happening. Third pass play, then it goes through Eric's all. It was a good pass by Milton. Maybe it wasn't the right pass because it was a really well-contested ball. But Eric All had his hands on it. And after that, Milton lost his confidence. But who else has lost his confidence? We clearly know Jim Harbaugh has. We know Don Brown has. Josh Gattis, offensive coordinator, clearly has lost something because he doesn't know how to manage a gameplay. This game was crazy, folks. This game was just the stats go. I'm going to kind of talk about the stats here. They're almost unbelievable. And from an offensive perspective, Michigan 3 of 11 on third down, Wisconsin 8 of 13. Okay, Michigan 219 yards, 172 passing. Okay, after they have 1 yard in the first half. 4 penalties, 40 yards for Michigan, undisciplined. 1 for 5 for Wisconsin. Okay, 2 turnovers for Michigan, of course, but the real eye opener: 341 yards. 341 yards. Rushing for Wisconsin. So, Michigan State, throw on Michigan all day. Indiana, throw on Michigan all day. Wisconsin, run on Michigan all day, 341 on the run. So what does this defense do that's good? But I was talking about the offense. 11 points for Michigan, 311 first down. But I got into the defense, talk about that 341. 341 rushing for Wisconsin, 47 for Michigan. Now let's talk about those carries. Zach Charbonnet, 3 carries. 3 carries. Joe Milton had 7 carries, and maybe include a sack or so. I'll have to look. Hassan Haskins, 1 carry. Blake Corum, 7 carries for 5 yards. AJ Henning, the wide receiver, had as many carries as Hassan Haskins. Chris Evans, no carries. And, on the offensive side of the ball, Chris Evans had 2 catches for 16 yards. So he was maybe moved out to the wide receiver like I told you all offseason he should and probably was. But the wide receiver core, 4 catches for Ronnie Bell, 1 for Giles Jackson, 1 for Mike Sanders. Saw that really nice touchdown pass from Cade McNamara. 2 for Eric All, 2 for Chris Evans, 1 for AJ Henning for -1 yard. So Ronnie Bell and Nick Eubanks had 2 catches as well, 41 yards. That's all Michigan has. Other side, Wisconsin just had 4 guys over 65 yards. Another guy had 30 yards. Another guy had 11 yards. Their wide receivers had over 100 yards rushing tonight. Let me say that one more time. The Wisconsin wide receivers had over 100 yards rushing tonight out of the 347 that this team had. To me, it's over for Jim Harbaugh. Okay? I don't know what you guys think. I think it's over for Jim Harbaugh. I don't know what else we could possibly have to see from him. And they've got Rutgers next week. And let's just even think about it. Just don't think about it, but think about it. What would happen if this Michigan football team were to lose to Rutgers? Next week, Big Ten Network, primetime game. I just don't even want to comprehend that could possibly happen. So sound off in the comments. Get it going. If you're done with Harbaugh, like the video. But I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to put this video link in the comments down there. I'll put it in the video description. Is you as fans have to be sick of people who have radio jobs and newspaper jobs and analyst jobs for these little websites, and they blog about it all day, that just consistently lie to you. The one thing I've tried to do is tell you the damn truth about this Michigan football program. When they're doing good, I just get just as excited as you probably do sometimes. When they're doing bad, though, I'm not willing to give people just passes. This defense didn't look like it cared tonight. Don Brown has been exposed. Matt Dudek, the recruiting coordinator, he's as bad as it gets at this point because all these guys playing are his recruits, right? He's been here for 3.5 years. And I don't know what Michigan does well now at this point. And by the way, let's just say one last thing they don't do well. The radio broadcast with Brandstetter is just mind-numbingly bad. But Michigan gives up 49 points to Wisconsin. And frankly, it could have been 60, right? Like, they were doing nothing to try and score. They were just, they had to almost try not to score in the second half to just get 49. It could have been 56, 63, 68, whatever, 70 points they could have got. And it wouldn't have been surprising. But I don't know who you trust on this team at all. I don't know who you trust in this coaching staff. Go down and tell me, do you trust any single player? Maybe Ronnie Bell. Anybody else? I don't know. Do you have any confidence in Cade McNamara? I mean, a little bit. He's clearly better than Joe Milton, but is he better? Is he good enough to win a game for Michigan? I couldn't tell you. But Gattis, whatever he's doing right now isn't working. Whatever Don Brown's doing now is not working. This team looks like they went out into the tunnel. I forgot to say this. They went out into the tunnel like a bunch of 4-year-old kids run out for a soccer game. Like, there was no excitement, no passion, and I just don't know what you account, what that is accounted for. It makes no sense to me. But I want to let you guys jump out and watch some other videos or just go vent around. I want to make sure I get this video out, but it's clear to me Jim Harbaugh has to go. I'll put my 5 candidates. I've got 5 really strong candidates that I think would take the job and could get the job done. I'll put that link down in the comments if you didn't see it on Friday afternoon. And we're back tomorrow with some Michigan football reaction. Maybe some news and rumors might come out over the night. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I'll put those videos here if you're still watching the video here at the end. Go Blue, I guess.